Guys, ARMY, and especially everyone in this community who loves Jakook, you might want to sit down for this one. Because what fans recently discovered about Jimin and Jungkook has sent the entire fandom into absolute meltdown mode. And no, we're not talking about just another cute interaction on stage or a random behind-the-scenes moment. This time, fans believe something much more personal happened. A quiet trip, a getaway, just the two of them. And the internet is exploding with theories about what really went down during what many are now calling the most romantic Jakook moment we've seen in a long time. But here's the crazy part, it wasn't even announced. No promotions. No official schedules. Nothing. Which is exactly why fans started connecting the dots themselves, and what they found has everyone talking. Now, before we dive into everything, let's be honest for a second. If you've been part of the ARMY fandom for even a short time, you already know that the bond between Jimin and Jungkook has always been something special. From their earliest days in BTS to their global superstardom today, fans have watched their friendship grow in ways that feel incredibly genuine. The teasing, the laughter, the way they look out for each other, it's the kind of connection that fans don't just see, they feel. And that's exactly why whenever Jakook moments appear, the entire community immediately lights up with excitement. But this recent discovery, it feels different. It feels more intimate. So here's how the story started unfolding. A few fans began noticing small details that didn't seem like a coincidence. Social media posts, background scenery in photos, tiny hints in videos that seemed completely unrelated at first glance. But as you guys know, ARMY has some of the sharpest detectives on the internet. And slowly, piece by piece, a picture started to form. According to many fans, both Jimin and Jungkook appeared to be in the same location around the same time, somewhere quiet, somewhere beautiful, the kind of place people usually go when they want to escape the noise of the world for a little while. And that's when the speculation truly exploded. Fans began sharing side-by-side comparisons online. Similar views, similar lighting, similar timing. Suddenly, the idea started spreading across the community that Jimin and Jungkook might have taken a private getaway together. Just imagine that for a second. After years of intense schedules, world tours, recordings, and non-stop attention, the two of them finding time to relax somewhere peaceful. Just the thought alone made fans emotional. Because for many people in this fandom, Jakook isn't just about cute moments. It's about seeing two people who genuinely care about each other having the chance to breathe, laugh, and simply exist without the pressure of the spotlight. But wait, the story gets even more interesting. Some fans claim that during this supposed getaway, there were moments where Jimin and Jungkook looked happier and more relaxed than they had in a long time. Subtle smiles, playful energy, the kind of vibe you only see when people feel comfortable and safe around someone they deeply trust. And of course, as soon as those observations started circulating, the reactions from the fandom were immediate. ARMY timelines were suddenly filled with excitement, emotional edits, and thousands of comments from fans saying things like, "They deserve this," or "Let them have their happiness." The entire community seemed to rally around this one idea. If Jimin and Jungkook really did take a break together, then that's something worth celebrating. Now here's where things get a little mysterious. Because despite all the speculation, there hasn't been any official confirmation about the trip from their agency, HYB. And that silence, well, it only makes fans even more curious. Was it just a coincidence? Were they actually traveling together? Or was this simply two close friends spending time in the same place by chance? The truth is, no one outside their circle really knows. But sometimes in fandom culture, the magic isn't just about confirmed facts. It's about the emotions those moments create. And for Jakook fans, the emotions are huge right now. Because when people look back at the history between Jimin and Jungkook, there's a reason their dynamic has captured hearts for years. Think about all the memories we've seen. Jungkook looking shy whenever Jimin compliments him. Jimin laughing at Jungkook's jokes. The way they support each other during performances, the quiet gestures that show how deeply they understand one another. Those moments built something powerful inside the fandom. A connection that feels authentic, not forced. And that's why even the smallest hint of them sharing meaningful time together can send waves of excitement through the entire community. But here's another hook that made fans even more emotional. Some people believe that this rumored trip might have been more than just a vacation. Many fans are saying it could have been a moment of healing. Think about how much pressure idols face every single day. The expectations, the constant cameras, the endless schedules. Sometimes the most valuable thing anyone can have is a quiet moment away from all of that. And imagining Jimin and Jungkook sharing that kind of peaceful space together. Well, that idea alone has made a lot of fans incredibly soft. And honestly, guys, when you read the reactions online, you can feel how much love this community has for them. Instead of turning the situation into drama or negativity, most fans are simply expressing happiness. They're posting messages saying things like, "I hope they had fun," or "they deserve to rest," or even just seeing them happy is enough. That kind of reaction shows something really special about the ARMY community. At the end of the day, fans want the members of BTS to be healthy, relaxed, and surrounded by people who care about them. Still, curiosity remains. Because whenever something like this happens, there are always questions floating around the fandom. What exactly did they do during this trip? Did they explore the area together? Did they spend time talking, laughing, maybe even reflecting on their journey over the years? We might never know every detail, but sometimes that mystery actually makes the story even more beautiful. And if you think about it, that mystery has always been part of the magic of Jakook. For years, fans have watched their relationship evolve through small glimpses rather than grand announcements. A shared glance during a concert, a quiet moment during a variety show, a playful interaction that suddenly goes viral across the internet. Those pieces slowly form a bigger picture that fans treasure deeply. And this rumored getaway feels like another chapter in that story, one that the community will probably talk about for a very long time. What's fascinating is how quickly this topic spread across the internet. Within hours, thousands of posts appeared analyzing every possible detail. Fans from different countries joined the conversation, sharing their thoughts and emotions. Some were shocked, some were thrilled. Others were simply touched by the idea that Jimin and Jungkook might have chosen to spend their free time together. The discussion became global almost instantly, proving once again just how powerful the BTS fandom truly is. And let's be real for a moment. Part of what makes these moments so exciting is the emotional investment fans have built over the years. Watching BTS grow from rookies to global icons has been an incredible journey for ARMY. And along that journey, fans develop deep connections with each member's personality and relationships within the group. Jakook became one of those dynamics that people naturally gravitated toward because it feels genuine, playful, and heartfelt. So when rumors of a romantic-feeling getaway start circulating, you can imagine how quickly the fandom reacts. Some fans even started joking that if the trip really happened, it might be one of the most iconic Jakook moments ever. Others said it feels like something straight out of a fanfiction story suddenly appearing in real life. The memes, edits, and emotional reactions have been non-stop, and honestly, watching the community share that excitement together has been incredibly entertaining. But there's also something deeper happening beneath all the excitement. Moments like this remind fans that behind the global fame and massive performances, Jimin and Jungkook are still human beings with friendships, emotions, and personal lives. Seeing them enjoy quiet time away from the spotlight makes their connection feel even more real. It's a reminder that the people we admire on stage also need moments of normal happiness. And that's why this story has resonated with so many fans. It's not just about romance rumors or viral speculation. It's about the idea of two people who have spent years supporting each other finally getting a peaceful moment together. Whether it was truly a getaway or just coincidence, the image fans have created in their minds is something warm and comforting. Of course, until anything is confirmed, everything remains speculation. But sometimes the joy of being part of a fandom is sharing these emotional moments together, discussing possibilities, and celebrating the connections we see between our favorite artists. And honestly, the love the community has shown during this whole situation speaks volumes. Instead of arguments or negativity, the overwhelming reaction has been support. Fans simply want Jimin and Jungkook to be happy. And that kind of positivity is exactly what makes the ARMY community so powerful. Now we want to hear from you guys. Do you think Jimin and Jungkook really went on a quiet getaway together? Or do you think fans might just be connecting dots that happen to look similar? And if the trip did happen, what do you imagine those moments were like? Let's talk about it in the comments, because this community always has the most interesting theories and perspectives. And if you enjoyed diving into this story with us, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next deep dive into the moments that make this fandom so exciting. Your support helps this community grow, and it lets us keep sharing stories, reactions, and discussions about the artists we all love. Thanks for watching, guys, and remember, in a fandom as passionate as ARMY, even the smallest moments can turn into unforgettable stories.